We are at Haikey Creek Park, which is kind of on the edge of Broken Arrow and Bixby, Oklahoma. It's kind of right in between the two, and we sometimes find some snakes here, usually small, non-venomous snakes. And this guy right here is an example of one that we see quite often in the park. This is a brown snake. A lot of people call them Texas brown snakes. They used to be called DeKay snakes. When I was growing up, we known them by the common name DeKay snake. And I believe they were named after a scientist named James DeKay, if I remember correctly. Really should check my facts before throwing that out there, but I'm pretty sure that's where they got the scientific name DeKay from. This little guy is actually a very abundant species of snake. They are very commonly seen in places like gardens, flower beds, leaf litter, which you can find a lot of in parks like this one. They're definitely a snake that gets commonly encountered by people because, people go out to, move stuff around their yard or rake leaves, or they pick up, trash, and, and these little guys are hiding underneath it. And they do have a defensive nature to them sometimes. Every one of these guys is definitely different. But I've had one bite a couple of times. It's not like you can really even feel it when they do bite. But a lot of times they just musk on you when you pick them up. And they're definitely a harmless snake. I do see a lot of these on people's pages where they post this snake and they've killed it because they think it's a copperhead. And no, it's not a copperhead. It's a very harmless brown snake. And these guys are primarily earthworm eaters, slug eaters. They may eat some small insects. They're not really a big enough snake to take down prey like mice, although I wouldn't put it past them eating like a juvenile rodent if it came across one or one made itself available. But they're not really the size of snake that could take down a prey item that size. And these guys definitely have an important role in the ecosystem. And they're very, very common. They're very, very widespread throughout the United States. I do believe they range like up into the state of New York and into Quebec, into parts of southern Canada, and all the way over through the eastern continental United States. And I believe possibly down into Mexico. I think I was reading something once that said there were 9 subspecies and that inhabit various regions. But anyway, I'll leave all that research up to you guys and just enjoy this footage and photos. And once again, this is a brown snake, and he's definitely harmless. And I hope you guys get to see one soon. Thank you for watching, and be sure and stick with my next video in this series of tiny snakes. Once again, I thank you for watching. Have a good night.